what a spectacular layout and catch.
The big fellow laying out. Look at that body control, using all that muscle, all that strength to lay out and make the big catch for his team.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give.
For just a second, let's take a big picture view of SMU. You start the season top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Send the tight end in motion. Running behind that left side. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harden. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these
trying to get behind the defense? And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Pass on the line. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You could see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Handoff from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's talk about Alabama. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to pass, it's Simpson. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. This time on target. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. The throw to the outside is complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Wants to throw again. Grab near the marker. It's Horton. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air, it's Simpson. Got his man in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. They'll try to get it through the air. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why he played defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
Here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass, it's Simpson. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. That throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Hand off from the shotgun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Pulls and throws out the RPO. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here. Looking downfield on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. The give to the tailback. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Wegman. Gets it out quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. It's good. Easy call for the ref. That'll bring him to within 4. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Onto the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. That's caught. It's Williams. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the returner will be knocked down. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To throw, it's Wegman. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Complete to the left. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Looking to throw again. Got it in the middle, it's Harden. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Mustangs look to keep this drive humming. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete on the comeback. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Alexander. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass, it's Wegman. He's got it on the run. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs!
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Mountain West this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. San Diego State stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of the 6-1-9. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Mountain West.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, and you've already seen him make a critical mistake earlier in the ball game, and you're going to make more of them if you don't make your feet a priority. Just pause for a second, steady those feet, get them quiet. Now I can make a more accurate throw.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Grabbed over the middle, that's Young. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you can tell he takes advantage of it.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. To the air, it's Simpson. He wants to go deep. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Moore. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Mustangs in a good spot here with second and short. Fires to the big fella. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Well, we knew coming into this one that tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Eakin. Here's a timeout on the field. Game here late in the first half.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Dropping back, it's Wegman. Looking to the big tight end. That pass is incomplete.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. He can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Mustangs will kick it away to crank up the second half. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Finds the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Motion from the back. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Harden. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a gap. It's Harden. Breaks into the open. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now on first down from the 40. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Now adjusting. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man on the right. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a first and goal.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
And the Mustangs trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Quarterback sneak, trying to get a push. Touchdown, SMU! They take the lead with the 6.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
On the ground. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Back to throw, it's Simpson. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There's been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
Hauls it in. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
Gets the back moving. On third down, he drops to throw. He's going to let it go. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Leaves it with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Young. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
So now it's 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Pocket breaking down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Adams. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Trying to pound it in.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
Up by 1, they'll try to get the deuce and make it a field goal edge. Hides the ball. Here he comes on the bootleg. Makes the grab for the 2.
And I think you hear about this chart all the time, when to go for two, when not to go for two. Smart decision. Second half, being up by one doesn't help you. Getting that two-point conversion, that's a big deal. Now this offense up by a field goal.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Trying play action. Using his legs to buy some time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
To the air, it's Wegman. Finds his man, it's Eakin. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the target. Got a wide open receiver. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Here's a heat. That's reeled in, it's Alexander. They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Mustangs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. power football with the run. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Touchdown, Mustangs! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. With that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Old Dominion is going to enjoy the trip back to Norfolk after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Ballard Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume.
Off-play action on first down.
Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Fun Belt, and that certainly held true again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Motion from the wide receiver. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
This just looks like a different quarterback at this point of the game. We've seen a little bit of up and down play from him so far, but right now, lights out on this 2-minute drive. 3 for 3 so far. He's got this offense humming.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Got a man. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Wants to throw again. Got his man. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Touchdown, Bama! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
And it just what the doctor ordered. You needed a big play to go out there and try to take the lead, and you find your receiver out wide. He runs by the DB. Nice throw, nice catch. You got the lead.
And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Here comes the heat. Quickly out to the tight end. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
The bad news, he didn't get the first down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have one timeout, so there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation to march down the field and get a score.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking down the middle. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Takes it from the gun on third down. Caught close to the marker. It's Knight. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got his man downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Lost a throw on first down. Looking to buy time. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time, breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Dropping back, it's Wegman. He wants a big play here late. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
And those are the plays that you worry about as a defensive coordinator, man. Not getting beat over the top, but not just by any guy, but by a guy that can fly. And they've been worried about it all game long. Their game plan has been steered toward that, and right here they execute at a really good level. Make sure they don't let them get behind them, and they knock the football to the ground.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the fourth quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. They'll move the wide receiver. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He's taking a deep shot. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.